today's video. Today we are filming from somewhere that requires a hat and a coat. Something that we haven't worn in about 7 months, and I'm really excited to feel the cold again. But we are in Korea. So we're exploring South Korea, mainly Seoul, and we're here for a week. So we've just stepped out, and today we're heading to the library, and we're going to go to Gangnam, which is where, I didn't know this, the song Gangnam Style comes from. So Gangnam Style is the style of the women that live there, apparently. So it's a really posh area. There's this statue that was like built for that exact song, so we're going to go see that, and then we're just going to explore, eat some food, see how cheap or expensive Seoul is, because that was one of our worries coming here after being in Southeast Asia for so long, is can we afford Korea? The answer is let's hope so, because we're already here. So let's go and explore and see what this beautiful country has to offer. So we've finally made it here to the Starfield Mall. It was about a 30-minute journey, I think, on the trains from our accommodation to the shopping centre. But there is a special something here that I've wanted to come and see. It may be something really silly, but I think it just encapsulates when Korea first had its moment, is with this song. I know there was K-dramas and K-pop before, but I think this was the epitome of here we are world, this is Korea and this is our music. So the Gangnam Style statue is actually just ahead, I see it, and because it is such a cold day, there's actually not that many people there. I said that I miss the cold, but I actually don't know if I did, because it's quite cold. Like I can feel it in my chest. I think it's like -2 or something. My god. Okay, I'm walking up and I can see the hands. Take a look. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Gangnam hands. So this we have travelled to see, because it's one of those things where you come and have a look, but actually it's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's really large, like for scale. You'll see these people walking past, so it's quite big, and we've already witnessed several people doing the dance for pictures, which is always a plus. But Gangnam Style, we are in Gangnam, which I had no idea was an area. And like I said before, Gangnam Style is essentially the style. It's meant to be quite a bougie area. So it's the style of the bougie women that lived here. So Gangnam Style is probably named after a specific, or probably created after a specific person he had in mind, but Gangnam Style is the area. So we are going to explore Gangnam. We have seen the statue that we were here to see. We've taken some pictures. That of course was a free activity, and the trains here are relatively affordable as well. A journey can cost you, I think it's around £1 that we've been paying for the bus. I'm actually not sure about the train, but we are now just opposite, which is the Starfield Mall. We are going to head in and get something to eat because we are starving. We've not had a full meal all day, so we're going to go and find something to eat and see how much that is. We did have dinner last night, so we went to Korean barbecue last night, a halal one that we found. I will list the name somewhere in the description. It cost us £50 for not a lot of meat and some sides, so it's quite a lot more than we have been paying in Southeast Asia. So I'm excited to go into this mall and see just what standard food looks like. If we can find something halal, dear God, please let us find something halal. Otherwise it's going to be a very boring lunch. So I've just spotted a halal restaurant here, Kurvan. Okay, it's Turkish. So we've only just come in and turned the corner pretty much. So there is somewhere halal straight off the bat. I don't know if I'm feeling Turkish cuisine though. Let's take a quick look at the menu. Okay, so they have the usual suspects. I don't think I'm feeling... I'm definitely not feeling Turkish food. I want something light, like a sandwich or something. I don't want heavy food, I want something light. So I'm hoping that I can find a vegetarian sandwich or something somewhere. I'm going to keep looking, but we did find halal food. So if you are coming to this shopping centre and you haven't had time to eat, there are options. So far so good. Let's keep walking and see if we can spot another halal sign. But this is how the shopping centre looks. So one thing about Korea is you'll never be more than like 17 feet away from a beauty shop. So I'm trying to do some research to see if I can figure out 1 or 2 products to get. You've got some coat. Should we take a look at one of these? Let's see how much a pair of jeans are here, for example. So I don't know whether you can see. So 39,900, which I want to say is about £25, but I'm actually not too sure. So you've got Crocs, Uniqlo, some other brands. Okay, so far it's just any normal shopping centre, but we are going to the Starfield Library. I'm going to go wander around a little bit more and try and find a sandwich. And so I'll check back in when I find something. I have given up trying to find anything to eat because we have just stumbled upon the library. So behind me is the Starfield Library, which is one of the biggest libraries I think we're probably ever going to see. We're going to go inside now and let the kids have a look and try and find a book or two, and then just settle in here for a little while. So let me show you around Starfield Library. The library, and a lot of them, I'm guessing, are foreigners, people that have come here to visit the library. It is actually a real library. They sell books, but some of the things on display aren't real. I'm guessing the books all the way up there are not actual books, so it's spread all the way across. You can see the curvatures of the whole bookcase. They have a really pretty Christmas tree display here, and the whole sky is lit up in these little tiny lights as well. So aesthetically it's really beautiful in here, and like I said, it is actually an active library as well. So we're gonna head upstairs and see if there are some quieter areas than down here on the main floor. It still feels very, very Christmassy here, and way more so than Southeast Asia, but I think the cold helps with that. I think for me, having grown up in the UK, cold represents Christmas, right? And you can see that here with just how brightly lit it still is. And I've seen videos of the place, and I know that this isn't there all the time, and I know that these lights are because of the festive season. But again, you can see how big it is, and I lied about earlier when I said, oh, it's probably the biggest library we're going to be in. Pretty sure the British Library is bigger, but how pretty and sparkly this is. It was 2 birds, 1 stone for us coming to Gangnam and wanting to go see that statue and this, but it's actually really, really pretty. And if you've got kids, definitely somewhere where you should come with them, because they do have a mixture of books from what I can see, and there are English language books as well, and it just instills their love of going to somewhere that has books like a library and gets them excited for it, which in this day and age just doesn't happen. Let's head upstairs. Okay, so it looks like they've got a bakery up here. I don't know what that is. Cake company. Okay, it might not be the biggest library we're ever going to come to, but it's definitely the prettiest. It's an Instagram hotspot. There are loads of people taking pictures and loads of people doing videos, and I see why this place draws a lot of influencers, and there's a ton of videos about it. It's a very, very beautiful place. We're gonna spend probably 30 minutes here and then head off. We're gonna go explore Gangnam, even though it's freezing cold outside, so I'm not sure actually how much walking we're gonna get done. But let's chill and then see what we see when we go outside, and try and find some food as well. So we have just wrapped up and come outside of the library, which is just behind me. I was hoping we would get a chance to sit down and the kids sit and read, but there was no space. Like, I thought downstairs was busy, upstairs was equally as busy. There was not one place to sit, and with the little one running around, I didn't want to just be on top of anyone. So we've come outside. We took the exit straight out of the library, which I think was not a good idea, because there should be people here, right? You want to see people when you exit something, and there's no one here. So I'm pretty sure this was not the right way to go. But we just wanted to explore and see the area, Gangnam, which is meant to be quite a bougie area. So we're going to go walk and hopefully, I see some shops. We're going to go walk and hopefully stumble upon a few places and check out the prices as well, like I was saying before. So we're yet to buy anything, so I think the first order of business is some kind of hot drink. The sun has set, so it is now post-Maghrib, and there is actually a prayer room, surprise surprise, in the shopping centre, which is amazing. So let's go and find something to drink because it's really cold. Into a cafe for a bit of warmth and safety, and I love their coffee shops. They have these little kiosk type things that you can order from, and we've already actually ordered, but I thought I'd show you. And you've just got so much options. This is what I got, but you have loads of different options, and they're not the most cheapest, but I think they are on par with what we're used to back home in the UK. So as always, a reference guide is, I think it's 1,800 is £1, so I just go with 2,000 because I don't have time to do maths. So the maths that I've been working with is 2,000 equals £1. So you can see the prices here, and like I said, with what we're used to back home, it's actually not terrible. But we've just done the Southeast Asia thing, which is significantly cheaper than here. And then they've also got, I mean, the set menu is more so just sandwiches and a drink, teas, and then undiluted, which is, I'm guessing, just the syrups. But it's all done, so you order and then you pay here and then your number's called. So it's a cute little cafe, and they've got these bottled drinks which I think are really cute. You've got the matcha milk, mixed grain milk, black teas, and various different things. Look at the blueberry one. Just all different types of milks. And then look at the dessert. And then just, different various things. So we've got our drink and we're heading out the door back into the freezing cold. Let's go. We have and are just walking around and exploring, but I think the temperature is telling us to go home because it is really, really cold, and because we've been travelling in hot countries, we don't actually have that many clothes that will help us survive this weather. So I think tomorrow we might need to pick up a bit more extra stock. But just before we wrap up this video and wrap up for the day, I wanted to give you guys a quick glimpse of how it looks here in Gangnam. So there's a lot of buildings and a lot of skyscrapers, and the intersection that I'm standing at right now literally could be anywhere, couldn't it? It's like just any metropolitan city really. It's really clean, so you can see just the general streets right here. Like, I could walk for maybe 25 minutes and I don't know if I'd see a bit of rubbish on the floor. The roads are extremely clean, public transport is good. So far our first impressions are amazing. Going to wrap up the video here because it's very cold and I don't think we're gonna last, so we're running home. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment on this video, and stick around for the next one because we're going to the demilitarized zone, so the DMZ, which is the border between South Korea and North Korea, and then we're gonna hopefully get a glimpse of North Korea. But stick around for the next video and I'll see you there.